AM 560. The Answer.
I'm in the mood for a little Gary Busey squirrel. What about you? Little Gary? I could use a little Gary. It's been a heavy show.
It's actually from the theory of relativity and from the theory of quantum mechanics. Take those properties and equalize them, and you have the quantum theory of gravity, which is a discussion of how this universe started and how it will end.
Don't ride motorcycles if you don't have to. Robert Bloomingdale.
Sean, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year back. You know, I was listening to your interview earlier on with the guest from January 6th, and I just wanted to say it's very sad, you know, exercising your First Amendment right. And as a fellow American, Mrs. Robert and I are very disappointed on this, and we want to apologize on behalf of the American people to the people of January 6th and what they went through. That was terrible and unexcusable.
See, you're too good of a guy, and you're relaxed because you don't have pants on. But we don't have to. I would never. Not only am I. Here's what I want you to understand. Not only do we not apologize for this kind of abuse, we make an oath to the kids, the grandkids, the great grandkids we'll never meet. We will prosecute everybody who betrayed the principles of our nation. We will never accept for one moment the idea that Joe Biden was legitimate on any front. He never was. It was always a ruse. We always knew it.
We have put together, I think, the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics. I think we can.
We reported this to the supervisors, and others in the room commented that they had witnessed the same manipulation. We were never told what, if any, corrective action was taken. All I know is the next day I was called outside the room that I was working in signature verification by the supervisor saying, I understand you caused some problems this week, and saying that you thought our machines were not working correctly. And I was being the one that was scolded. And I was told at that point in time I could not discuss anything or talk about what was going on, as many people were threatened, because they were told that their voices would be suppressed. They would be either have to leave the room and not work there again.
Antonio Mujica and his partner Alfredo Anzola received a small business loan from the Venezuelan government only months before the recall election. These corporate registration documents from Venezuela show the Venezuelan government owned 28% of the stock of another company they started, Bizta, which adapted voting software for the Smartmatic machines in the 2004 elections. The same document shows a Chavez government minister, Omar Montillo, was on the board of directors. The Chavez government gave Bizta, Smartmatic, and another company a $91 million contract to run voting machines for the 2004 election. The next year, the owners of Smartmatic, primarily owned by Venezuelan businessmen, bought Sequoia, one of the top electronic voting system companies in the United States, for $16 million.
That's why, people say, oh, how come you don't really get involved in the Illinois elections? Who's the Secretary of State? Silky G? What machines are used? They've been bragging since 1960 they stole the election for the president. You think we're going to have an election for governor? Sure we are. I'm not willing to play with scumbags. 312-642-5600.
Make money, smoke cigars, and live free on The Sean Thompson Show on AM 560. The Answer.